Resilience of a material is considered when it is subjected to. Answer is shock loading. So the shock loading is also known as hammering effect, refers to the sudden and drastic increase of load in a system. Next question. The total strain energy stored in a body is termed as. The answer is resilience. Next question. The stress induced in a body due to suddenly applied load compared to when it is applied gradually is. The answer is 2 times. Okay. So the stress induced in a body due to suddenly applied load compared to when it is applied gradually is 2 times. So here you can see stress due to suddenly applied load is twice F upon A. If it is gradually applied, then it is F by A. Next question. The strain energy stored in a body due to suddenly applied load compared to when it is applied gradually is 4 times. Okay. Stress is 2 times, whereas strain energy is 4 times. Next question. A material capable of absorbing large amount of energy before fracture is known as toughness. Okay. So toughness, that is nothing but a material capable of absorbing large amount of energy before fracture. So toughness is the ability of a material to absorb energy and plastically deform without fracturing. Then coaxing is a method of increasing. Answer is coaxing is a method of increasing fatigue resistance by overstressing the metal by successively increasing the loading. Next question. A beam is loaded as a cantilever. If the load at the end is increased, the failure will occur at. The answer is at the support. Okay. So the beam is loaded as a cantilever. If the load is applied at the end is increased, the failure will occur at the support only. Next question. Moment of inertia of an area will be least with respect to. The answer is central axis. So moment of inertia of an area will be least with respect to the central axis. Next question. The distance between the center of two consecutive rivets in the same row is called as. The answer is pitch. So here you can see the distance between the center of two consecutive rivets in the same row is called as pitch. Next question. The distance between the center of the rivet in adjacent rows of zigzag riveted joint is known as. The answer is diagonal pitch. So here you can see the diagonal pitch is denoted by PD. Next question. Efficiency of a rivet joint is the ratio of its strength to the strength of unpunched plate in. The answer is tension. Okay. So whenever the efficiency of riveted joint is calculated, it is loaded under tension. So the efficiency is equal to list of PS, PB or PT divided by strength of the solid plate into 100. So the plate are considered in tension and then its efficiency is calculated. Next question. When the two plates are butt together and riveted with a cover plates with two rows of rivet, the joint is known as. The answer is double riveted double cover butt joint. So here I have shown double riveted double cover butt joint. Next question. If the rivets in adjacent rows are staggered and the outermost rows has only one rivet, the arrangement of the rivet is called as. The answer is diamond riveting. So here you can see the diamond riveting. The outermost rivet has only one rivet. The outermost row has only one rivet. Such type of arrangement is known as diamond riveting. Next question. Rivet are made up of following material. The answer is ductile. So rivet are always made up of a ductile material.
At ACO, we create our own.
The number of member in a perfect frame having j number of joint is equal to. The answer is 2j minus 3. Next question. The force acting along the circumference will cause a stress in the wall in a direction normal to the longitudinal axis of the cylinder. This stress is called as. The answer is hoop stress. So here you can see the hoop stress. So the force acting along the circumference will cause a stress in the wall in a direction normal to the longitudinal axis of the cylinder, and this stress is called as hoop stress. Next question. Longitudinal stress in a thin cylinder is half of the hoop stress. Okay, so the longitudinal stress is half of the hoop stress, and here I have shown it. In case of cylinder it is half, and in case of sphere the formula is PD divided by 4T. Next question. The radius taken into consideration in calculating the stress in a hollow shaft subjected to the tension is, the answer is outer radius. So the outer radius is taken into consideration in calculating the stress in a hollow shaft when it is subjected to the torsion. Next question. A key is subjected to the sidewall pressure as well as shearing forces. This pressure is called as, so this pressure is called as bearing stresses. Next question. Mohr circle can be used to determine following stress on the inclined surface: principal stress, tangential stress, maximum shear stress, all of the options. So the answer is all of the options. So Mohr circle can be used to determine the principal stress, tangential stress, and the maximum shear stress. Next question. At the principal planes, the answer is the normal stress is maximum or minimum and the shear stress is 0. So always at a principal plane, the normal stress is maximum or minimum and the shear stress is 0. Next question. A structural member subjected to an axial compressive force is called as, the answer is strut. So here you can see this is nothing but the suspension system, that is an example of strut, okay, and it is subjected to the compressive force. Next question. If the section modulus of a beam decreases, the bending stress will, the answer is increases. So if the section modulus of the beam decreases, the bending stress will increase. Next question. The moment diagram for a cantilever beam subjected to a bending moment at the end of the beam will be. So here you can see one cantilever beam and it is subjected to the bending moment at the end. Okay, so the moment diagram I have shown with the gray color. The answer is rectangle. So you will get a rectangular movement diagram. Next question. The moment diagram for a cantilever beam carrying uniformly distributed load will be. Okay, so here you can see the uniformly distributed load, distributed beam. It is a cantilever beam and it is loaded with uniformly distributed load, and the movement diagram is in parabola shape. Okay, so the answer is parabola. So the last diagram or the bottommost diagram, that is in parabola shape. Next question. The bulk modulus of a material is defined as the ratio of, the answer is stress intensity to the volumetric strain, that is known as bulk modulus of the material. Next question. Strength of the beam is directly proportional to its width. Okay, so the strength of the beam is directly proportional to its width. Next question. Strength of the beam is proportional to the square of its, the answer is depth. So the strength of the beam is directly proportional to the square of its depth. Next question. The point of contraflexure occurs only in cantilever beam, overhanging beam, simply supported beam, continuous beam. The answer is overhanging beam. So the point of contraflexure occurs only in overhanging beam. So here you can see the point of contraflexure, that is nothing but a point where bending moment changes its sign. So the in bottommost diagram you can see the bending moment is changing its sign. So the point at which the bending moment changes its sign, that is known as point of contraflexure. Next question. The point of contraflexure is the point where, the answer is bending moment diagram changes the sign. Okay, so here you can see whenever the bending moment diagram changes the sign, that point is known as point of contraflexure. Next question. A beam is said to be have uniform strength if, the answer is bending stress is same at every section along its longitudinal axis. So the beam is said to be a beam of uniform strength if the bending stress is same at every section along its longitudinal axis. Next question. The shear force diagram for a cantilever beam carrying uniformly distributed load over its length is, So here you can see a cantilever beam and it is carrying a uniformly distributed load. So the shear force diagram will be a triangle. So you can see the shear force diagram is triangular in shape, whereas the bending moment diagram have parabola shape. Next question, damping capacity of the material is its ability to absorb the vibration. Okay, so the damping capacity of a material is its ability to absorb the vibrations. Next question, dilatometer is an instrument used for measuring. The answer is expansion contraction due to the change in temperature. So here you can see the device. This device is known as dilatometer and it is an instrument used for measuring the expansion contraction due to the change in temperature. Next question, a continuous beam is one which is, the answer is supported at more than two support. So here I have shown the continuous beam. Whenever the beam is supported with the help of more than two support, then it is known as continuous beam. So these are nothing but some objective questions which are commonly asked in various competitive examination. So thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you.